Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the Driple Studios channel. Today in this video we're going to be doing health bars and damage. Sorry there hasn't been a upload for quite a while. We've been busy with school, so I hope you can understand. Anyways, we're going to jump straight into this because I don't want to waste anyone's time. So the first thing we want to do is create a new sprite. This shouldn't be too bad. All we have to do is make a health bar. So I'm gonna do a green health bar here. That is perfectly fine if you ask me. And then I'm just gonna duplicate it. So then we can draw a line, straight line here, duplicate it again. I'm gonna draw a straight, actually let's duplicate the first one here and drag that down. And
the reason for this is to make like chunks for the health bar, because every time it gets hit it'll go down a chunk. It's not the most accurate in the world, but like you could do better with a lot better coding and harder coding, but we're gonna keep it simplistic this series. So that's why you want to do it, and obviously you can make more sprites depending on how many sections you want.
I'm gonna drag another one here. I'm gonna duplicate the first one again, do it here, and then duplicate the first one once more, and bingo, done. Okay, please for the love of me, free grab fill, please. Damn it, why are the lines not reaching? They are touching, are they not? They are, so I don't know why. Okay, so once you have done that, like I have here, so I've got the full health. I'm now going to rename them as well, so full HP, high HP, I'm just going to do that, HHP, MHP for middle HP or medium HP, half HP, doesn't really matter, and then this will be low HP, and this will be dead HP. So now we have our little we have our sprites for our health bars done. The first thing that we want to do is, when green flag clicked, hide. I think that is fairly simple. And we want to set size to, what size is good? 50? It's too big still. I want to say 20. 20 might be a bit too big still as well. 10. We're going to rename this sprite, by the way, to M1-HP, because this is the monster's HP. So we want to set the size to 10, and we want it to forever. We want motion, go to where is it? NPC M1 10. This is going to be absolutely dreadful. I know it's not going to work. It might. Where is it? It's nothing in it. Alright, I'm now going to quickly make sure that this works. I'll be right back with the code. Okay, so all you want to do is copy this code here into your M1HP.
Sorry if this video is not exactly perfect, it's been a while since we've recorded one of these, so just bear with it this episode and it'll improve over time. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so basically what it will do is it will follow the NPC, but if it's touching it, it will like move the HP bar above the sprite. So it's permanently, since it's always 100% of the time touching the NPC, because as you can see in this forever loop here, it's going to it. It will constantly be pushed up by this bit here. If the if statement here, if touching NPC, then change Y by 20. So it's constantly up. I will show you, but first of all, since we have a hide here, we want a when backdrop changes to -1, we want show. That's fairly simple. We're going to save and we're going to play. Let's head over to the mine, and as you can see, it moves here. Now obviously it is covering the monster. This is a really easy fix. All we have to do is change this 20 to 25. Let's hit play. If it doesn't work, don't know what's happening here. I think I'm lagging. As you can see, it is now above. It's still covering part of the monster, so I'm now going to change that to 30. So we're going to go ahead and my bad. We're going to go ahead and play. Let's go over to the cave once again, and you can see it is now above the monster completely. So now let's do the same for player health. Player health, all we have to do is right click on the M1 HP, duplicate it, and let's rename it to main CHP. I'm actually going to put a dash in between C and HP to make it easier for us to read. I'm also going to drag it in front of the monster 1 HP, simply because it's more important in a sense. So I'm going to switch this from mine 1 to grass mainland, because that's a really key important aspect of the health. We don't want it showing up in the main menu, we want it showing up when we click play. So another thing we want to do is change it so it's constantly going to this position. We don't want that. Let's just get rid of that. Go to motion, go to let's clean up blocks, and let's play, and let's sort this position out. We have it in the top right, but our cross for our map close is in the top left, top right, sorry. I'm gonna have it in our top right anyway. I'm actually going to more than double the size to make it 25. So as you can see here, we are perfectly good. I'm also gonna make the position more like even. There we go, so it looks nicer. I'm also going to edit this now, so 175 and 155. And we also want to set the size to 25%. Let's save it. And now obviously, let's say someone who's never played a video game before, this is the first game they've ever played, and there's just a green bar in the top right. We don't want that, so let's make it so if they are touching the health bar with their mouse cursor, it will say to them health, like what we've done with everything else, you know. For like, if the mouse cursor is touching him, it'll say, oh, what this is. So we're gonna think, let's call this player health for 0.1 seconds. It really doesn't matter what this is, as long as it's below or equal to 0.1, it really doesn't matter. So as we do this, it says player health. There we go. Let's save this again, and yeah, so that is the I guess UI element of it almost done. Another thing, what we want to do is we want to switch costume to full HP. That is very important, both of the HP bars, because if they, if you get damaged, you don't want it to stay damaged. We want it to be full HP. So main CHP, that one will now always be full HP. If we do another, let's now code the player health system. So forever, if then touching NPC monster 1, then now we don't actually have a variable for this, so let's go ahead and create a variable. Make a variable player HP. Okay. And we want to set the player HP to 100. There we go. So the player HP is 100. Boom, simple, done. We want to change the player HP by how much damage does the first one do? Let's do 10 damage. If you get hit by it 10 times, you die. Simple. So now we want to do it so we can deal damage, but we want the monster to be the health bar, to go down with the health. So let's now code that. So we want to grab the when green flag clicked, forever, if then, go to operators, grab an or block, grab an equal to or less than, and we want to grab player HP. Oh, I accidentally put that in the wrong place. Come on, work with me, thank you. Okay, so let's see here. If it's below, I don't know, let's say 80 or equal to 80, we also need another or. Sorry, my bad. We need a greater than. Oh, come on. Thank you. Let's just quickly duplicate this. And the next one is, I believe, half HP. It is medium HP. Okay, so we want above 50. Let's lower this to 75, shall we? There we go. So if it's less than 75, greater than 50, or equal to 75, we want to switch costume to HP, high HP. There we go. We now want to do it. Stop. I don't know why it's running. Let's grab this. We can actually just take this now, and if it's greater than 75, then it will be full HP. I know obviously that's not accurate, if you've got, my Google Chrome isn't responding. Oh, there it is. I know this isn't accurate. If you've got 75, if you've got 76 HP, you're gonna still, if you have 99 HP, you're still gonna be very damaged. No, you're gonna be full HP. This will be 76 HP, and this will be 75. Big difference, yes, I know. However, if you want to make it more accurate, you can. I'm not, because I'm just doing a light tutorial on this. So now we just need, now we can just duplicate this a couple more times, and we need to fill all of this in. So the next one, if it's less than 50 or equal to 50, greater than 20, we want it to be medium HP. If it's less than 20, greater than 0 or equal to 20, we want it to be low. You're gonna have to duplicate this again, and okay, now this we don't actually need any of it. We can just do this, and if it's equal, player HP is equal to 0, then it will be damaged. So this controls all of our costumes. It's very, very basic, but it should work. I believe I have not made any errors. If I have, I will make a little quick fix to it, but I don't believe it has. So if we start game, play. Okay, for some weird reason it isn't doing this. I will be right back. Okay, my bad. I made a really newbie mistake. I do apologize. You do not need the greater than part on the code here. Go away. Because it will register that it's always greater than 0, so it will be less. So it will be, the costume will be low HP even though it's greater than 75 already, because it will prioritize the lower number. We don't want that. So now we've got full player health. If we then change this, let me just slider. If we then change this, as you can see, our health drops quite nicely. Anyways, I'm not gonna. Is that the slider? It is normal readout. Thank you. Okay, there we go. So this will now, it will now damage us whenever we touch the monster. Then, so now we want to be able to damage the monster. This is not too hard. All we have to do is literally just do the same thing that we did here, but with the monster. So I'm going to quickly speed through this. Still follow along because there are a couple of key changes that we do need to do. Okay, because I'm lazy, I just added that piece of code here to my backpack, and I just brought it back in here. However, we will need to,
just as a heads up, we have used the backpack in a past episode. I don't remember exactly what one, but so if you don't know how to use that yet, we have used it in a past episode. So yeah, as long as you followed along with those, you'll be fine.
Change the variables because that is the most important thing to make this whole script work. So the first thing we want to do is make a variable. I'm going to call this M1 HP. Quite simple, really. And we want to set M1 HP to 100. So now we've got M1 HP up here. We can now just swap all of this out. We don't need to do that, do we? can just right click it, my bad. So now we just need to change all of these into M1 HP, and boom, there we go. So now we have a constantly updating health bar for the monster. However, we currently have no way of damaging it. Let's do that now. So under here, let's grab a when green flag clicked, control forever, if then. Can we have this? Yes, we can. Operators, we grab an and, sensing, touching mouse pointer, and mouse down, then change M1 HP by -10. There we go. That also reminds me, we need to change this to -10 as well, because otherwise it will keep going up and the health bar would never change. Sorry about that, I forgot about that. So now if the monster is clicked on, it will damage, it will get damaged, and eventually it will die. So we want to then make the monster die. So in theory, what we need to do is events, go control, sorry, grab a wait 1 second block here, and we want to hide. Actually, let's just hide it straight away. There we go. So now if we can go over to the mine like so, click on the little bugger. Oi. Okay, this is really another simple error made by me. Instead of having this code in the M1 HP, we will drag this piece of code into our backpack. Come on, let's work. Yep, as you can see here, now we can get rid of it. It's irrelevant now. I'm going to go to MPC M1 and drag it in there. Okay, I'm going to drag mine to the bottom. It doesn't matter where you put yours. I'm also going to delete this from my backpack now and save the game. I'm also going to go main C HP here. I'm going to duplicate this, clean blocks, map. I'm also going to have to now clean up everything. That's the sand. I'm going to do this and mine 1 as well. And on map, we want it to hide. There we go. Save now. Okay, so we're gonna play. We're gonna go over to grassland. We're gonna go over here, and as you can see, if I click on it, and the little bum doesn't die. Wait 1 second. This is a really easy fix. All we have to do is go events when green flag clicked. Forever. Oh. Forever if then operators equal to or less than M1 HP 0 we want it to hide. Let's actually grab an else, because otherwise bad things would happen. Else show. Okay. Oh, my bad, I forgot about that. Having a very stressful time doing this. There we go. Ha, Mike the Knight. Okay, now let's go to the mine. Let's kill it, and it's dead. Now let's try the player. Let's see if the player will take damage. No, the player does not take damage. Let me fix this real quick. Alright, another really rookie mistake made by me. This code here, the code in main character HP. Okay, the main CHP, if this is in here, it doesn't need to be in here. Let's just drag this into our backpack, like so. Get rid of it and clean up blocks, and let's go into our main character and let's drag it up in there. Okay, I'm now just gonna have mine up top because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered to drag it all the way down. I'm gonna delete it, hit the green flag and stop it immediately, save the project, and let's go again. Let's see, does it change? Yes, it does. Okay. Oh, as you can see, it's not dying, it's not killing us. This has made another poor error by me. If we just duplicate this, we'll get rid of that, put that in. If it's less than 0 or equal to 0, it will kill us. And I believe that should be everything for the damage. Blah, blah, blah. And as you can see, we are dead. That's a bit too much damage, I believe, so I think I'm going to change it to -1, because that is way too quick to kill the player for the first enemy. So I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. Sorry that I made a couple mistakes in here. It's my first video back in a couple of weeks. I think it's been over a month, almost 2 months, so I do apologize. But I will be recording more Scratch tutorial videos in the near future, and this series has a long life left. And I hope you guys are enjoying the Scratch tutorial as much as I'm enjoying making videos. But anyway, leave a like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Goodbye.